Good morning. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to our white coat ceremony as we celebrate the entering class of 2030 at the University of Kentucky College of Medicine, the Lexington campus. I am Dr. Stephanie White, and I have the honor of serving as a Senior Associate Dean for Medical Student Education. This week across the Commonwealth, we have been proud to host our new first-year students for their orientation to medical school, and Orientation Week culminates with the white coat ceremony. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this is just one of 3 white coat ceremonies at the College of Medicine. Yesterday, a group of us went down to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and celebrated with those first-year students. This afternoon, we'll drive up to Northern Kentucky and celebrate with those first-year students. And so this is a truly joyous occasion across the Commonwealth. We welcome 143 students here in Lexington for both the Lexington campus and for our Rural Physician Leadership Program. And this afternoon at Northern Kentucky, we'll welcome another 40 students. And so total across the College of Medicine, we are welcoming 215 future doctors across Kentucky. Our students especially will hear a lot about our mission throughout their 4 years with us, and this is what we were founded for. We're a land-grant institution. We're founded to ensure that the Commonwealth has the physicians it needs to take care of the health disparities that inflict our counties, and so we're so proud to be able to contribute to that mission. The white coat ceremony is a tradition that began in 1993. Students are presented with a white coat on the first day of medical school that symbolizes the beginning of their journey to becoming a physician. We realize that journey doesn't just start today, right? They did a lot of work to get to this point. But today we have the privilege of coming together to celebrate these future doctors as they cross their first major milestone of their medical careers. My hope for the class of 2030 is that in the years ahead, you'll remember this moment and everything that led you here. Your new white coat is a symbol of our faith in you. You were chosen to be here because a committee of students and faculty not only believe that you embodied our values, but they believe that you will best serve the communities across the Commonwealth. And in doing so, you will help us fulfill our mission of excellence in education, patient-centered healthcare, and transformative research in Kentucky and beyond. I want to congratulate each of you as you embark on this journey with us. I would now like to introduce Dr. Chipper Griffith, the Dean of the College of Medicine. Dr. Griffith is originally from Gadsden, a small industrial town in northeast Alabama. And after graduating from Vanderbilt University School of Medicine, Dr. Griffith officially joined the UK team as a resident of internal medicine and pediatrics in 1988. Since then, he has remained at UK and served in many leadership roles, including the Vice Dean for Education, where he worked to grow our educational mission, including graduate and residency programs, as well as starting our regional campuses. I know that he looks forward to working each of you as you pursue your medical education here at UK, and he is a leader that is truly committed to education. He's still a course director, and so you all will have him as one of your professors. And so I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Griffith.
Thank you, Dr. White. And it's so exciting to be here, excited to see the students, excited to see the family, friends, and loved ones that are here to support them. We had a conversation earlier this week, and as talented and as amazing as these students are, these physicians to be, nobody got here on their own. We all had those that supported us along the way. We got a whole room full of people that supported these folks on the way. I wanted to give you all a hand. Thank you. This is about you as well. What's interesting about these students, they had so many paths to get to where they are right now. This is such an important milestone for them. They came from a lot of different paths. Some of them had careers before they went into medicine. Some of them came straight from college to medical school. But one thing they all had in common, every single one of them, at some point in their life, they had this dream of being a physician. And today is such an important milestone along that path to achieving that dream. This is the day we welcome them to the first day of medical school by donning the white coat as we welcome them into this profession here. So this is a big, big milestone. They worked so hard, and there's more to come, but this is big. I wanted to begin maybe a little different, talking about dreams, talk about a movie. It's a movie about dreams. The movie is called Field of Dreams. It's a movie from the 80s. Now, admittedly, that's a movie that was made before most of these students were born. Many of you all in the audience may have seen it, though. Students, if you haven't seen it, you got a weekend here before medical school starts, stream it, rent it, buy it, whatever. It is magical. It sounds hokey. I'll tell you the premise about it a little bit, but it's about everything that's important in this life. It's about family and community, and it's amazing. And so, again, the premise sounds hokey, though, but it's Kevin Costner. And Kevin Costner is a farmer in Iowa. And he starts hearing these voices. And the voices say, if you build it, he will come. If you build it, he will come. And he comes to believe that what he has to build is a life-size Major League Baseball stadium right in the middle of his cornfield. And he starts doing that. He starts plowing down his corn and building this. His family, friends, and loved ones are just alarmed. He's a sustenance farmer. This is his livelihood, and he's tearing down the corn and building this expensive ball field. What are you doing? But he had to do it. And so he kept doing it and built it, and he finally completed it. It was a life-size baseball stadium with lights and everything. It was amazing there. And then what he came to learn was this was a magical field. This was a field of dreams. And what he saw at night, he and his family could come out to the field, sit in the stands there, and you would see baseball players come out of the cornfield and the outfield. And these were baseball players who had passed away 70 years or so ago, but they're living again on the field of dreams. They're their younger selves again. They're playing baseball again just like they did when they were alive. And so he's out there watching all these baseball players every night playing on the field of dreams. At some point, he comes to realize that living people can enter the field of dreams. If your dream was to play Major League Baseball at some point, you could enter the field of dreams to be transformed to your younger self, and you can do this. There's one catch, though, for a living person. Once you cross that first base line and you're transformed to your younger self, once you cross back across, you can't ever return. It's a one-time shot. So anyway, there's this doctor in the town that they live in. His name is Archibald Moonlight Graham. He's played by Burt Lancaster in all of his glory back then. And he's the type of physician I hope many of y'all will aspire to be. He was a family physician who raised a whole community from cradle to grave. He took care of folks all the time. He was the hometown doctor for decades and decades and decades. But when Doc Graham was young, he had this dream of being a Major League Baseball player. And he almost achieved it. He actually played minor league baseball. And then the last day of the season, he got called up to the major leagues. So he did play. The last inning of the last game, he got called out into the outfield. He played a little outfield, and that was great. But his big dream was he wanted to bat against a major league pitcher. And the bottom of the inning came, 3 outs were made. He didn't get to bat, so the season was over, maybe next year. But then World War I came. He felt the calling to serve his country, and he did that. And once he returned from war, he said, I need to be focused on my more serious dream, and that's being a doctor. So he did. And it was a wonderful life he's lived. He's taken care of this town forever. Wonderful legacy, but he still had this dream in the back of his mind. I would have loved to bat it against a Major League Baseball pitcher. So Kevin Costner says, Doc, you can do this on the field of dreams. So they bring him out there, and all of a sudden he walks across the first base line. He's transformed into his younger self. He has the baseball outfit on. He's got the glove. He's ready to play ball. And they start playing. He's out in the outfield and playing, and then he's finally about to come to bat. And there he is standing ready to bat. Kevin Costner and his family are out there in the stands watching it. Doc Graham's about to achieve his dream. So he's standing there about ready to bat. All of a sudden, Kevin Costner's little 8-year-old daughter falls back. She falls out of the stands. She is seizing. She is turning blue. Doc Graham stands there, no hesitation, starts running. He crosses the first base line. He's transformed into his younger self. He gets to Kevin Costner's daughter and saves her life. She was choking on a hot dog. And Kevin Costner says to him, he says, Doc, thank you so much. You saved my child's life. But Doc, what a tragedy. You were just a few minutes from achieving your dream of being a Major League Baseball player. This is tragic. And Doc Graham says, no, son, it's been a tragedy if I'd only been a doctor for a few minutes. So there's no tragedy going on here. This is a day of joy and celebration. These students are about to achieve a great milestone in their dream as we welcome them to the profession by the donning of the white coat. So this is a day of joy. Now, students, as you're sitting there, I know you're probably excited. You're also probably a little nervous. You're worried about the first year of medical school. You've heard this whole week about we're all in this together. To get into med school is hard. It took support from everyone here. It took your incredible skills. But what we talked about is we want each and every one of you to succeed. If one of you does not succeed, if one of you doesn't graduate, that's thousands of patients that don't have a doctor because of that one person that didn't graduate. We've got to make sure that you just demonstrated the promise, and we want to make sure that succeeds. So we have a whole team. We have a whole team of student success, the curriculum, everybody. We're all here for you. We're all in this together. You're all in it for each other, too. So this is a team effort. So families, I tell you all that because I want you to know we're going to take care of them. We're here to support them. They're going to need you as well, but we're here to make sure they all succeed because that's what the mission is. It's for the patients. So just to give you a sense of what's coming up, students, the medical school is exciting. It can be nerve-wracking. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to work hard, but it can be exhilarating. I saw it compared to a roller coaster at one point. Roller coasters can be scary, but in the end, they're exhilarating. And this is what this is. And so we're going to be all this together in this roller coaster. And even just next week, for example, you're going to start in your clinical anatomy and radiology course. The very first week of medical school, you're going to learn about normal structures. You're going to learn about what MRIs and CT scans of those structures look like. You're going to be reading MRIs and CT scans the first week of medical school. You're going to learn how to do a normal physical exam the first few weeks of medical school. This is going to be amazing. We're going to learn how to do interviewing in your interviewing course. So it's going to be very, very exciting. All of our foundational science courses have physician co-leads, and we try to focus the crucial foundational science for clinical practice. So there's a team-taught sort of course there. Foundational science, just to say a word about that, that is one thing that separates physician education from other healthcare provider education. All the healthcare providers are important. It's all a team, it's all important. But one thing that separates physician education is a deep grounding in the foundational sciences. So what I mean by that is, to diagnose a sinus infection, it doesn't take 4 years of medical school, I promise you. But sometimes it's not so simple as a pattern or these symptoms make the diagnosis. Sometimes it's very complicated, and a physician can reason pathophysiologically from their strong grounding in foundational science. That's the difference to make the complex diagnosis. So embrace the science. But then you're going to get into third year, and that's the golden year. That's the year everyone's most excited about. That's where you do your clinical rotations. You try on different hats and see what kind of physician you end up wanting to be there. And enjoy every one of them. You may think you want to be this versus that, but enjoy them all because you'll have experiences that will last a lifetime. So all of y'all are going to do the same rotations third year. You're going to do rotations in surgery, and you're going to see the wonder of the human body laid open for you at the operating theater. You're going to do rotations in emergency medicine, and the hallmark of that specialty is the undifferentiated patient. They come in with a symptom like chest pain or shortness of breath, and you've got to make the can't-miss diagnosis that makes them safe to go out of the emergency room or not. And you'll be a part of that team there. You're going to be doing neurology rotations. You're going to see the complexity and the wonder of the brain and the central nervous system. You're going to do rotations in psychiatry, and that's a profession whose healing is through listening. You're going to see rotations in family medicine. The hallmark of that specialty is taking care of the patient, but not in isolation. They're all part of a community. They're part of a family. They're part of the social determinants that are all around them. You're going to be focused on that during that rotation. You're going to do rotations in internal medicine. They're like the detectives of adult medicine, figuring out the most complex diagnosis. You're going to do rotations in pediatrics and the privilege and the joy to take care of children and keep them healthy. And you're going to do rotations in OBGYN, and you're going to participate in bringing a new life into this world. Amazing. So be excited about what's coming up here. And then fourth year, you've decided kind of the residency you're going to go into. You do rotations in those specialties there. You start doing interviews, and then comes match day in March of 2030 there. And so that day where you open up the envelope, find out where you're going to do your residency training is one of the glorious days of your doctor life. And it's so exciting. And then a few weeks after that, you graduate, and you're a doctor. Yay. And it is yay. It's a lot of work. But I just want to give you a sample of the ride. But I also want to give you a glimpse in the future. Actually, that day we give you the degree, less than 4 years from now, is not the day you truly become a doctor. When do you truly become a doctor? Well, you may say, well, when I got the diploma, it says doctor, right? Well, what you're going to see, you're going to be on stage just like that. You're going to walk across the stage. We'll hand you the diploma. I'll shake your hand. And you won't feel much different when you started walking when I gave you the diploma, right? On July 1st of your residency, you're a physician, you're a doctor. They're going to start calling you doctor. You don't feel that much different than June 30th, though. When do you become a true doctor? Well, for most of us, it happens sometime during internship, the first year of residency. And not to scare folks at all, residency is very hard, but it's formative. You're doing the specialty that you love. The friendships you make and the memories you make and the skills you develop during residency are last a lifeline. It's exhilarating as well. It's hard, though. You work hard hours. We have to limit the hours residents work to 80 hours a week. Limit to 80 hours a week. Think about that. And so residencies, it can be hard. It can be draining. And as you're doing your residency, you're doing different rotations each month, and you're getting just tired. So for most of us, it happens something like this, not even halfway through your residency, maybe November of your internship, the days are short, the nights are long, and maybe you're doing a 2-week rotation of night shift. You're coming in at 6 p.m. at night and taking care of all the patients at night, check out to the day team at 6 a.m. You're taking care of all the problems that happen in the hospital at night. You're taking care of any admissions, and you're exhausted. Your circadian rhythm is all messed up, night after night after night, just nonstop work, and you are so exhausted. And towards the end of that time period, all of a sudden it's about 4 a.m. maybe, and you got the list of things you're supposed to do that night, and you look at it and you think, hey, I got everything done. Wow, for once, maybe I can go to the call room, lay down for an hour or two, get a nap before the day team comes in, finally get some rest. So you go to the call room, you lay down, and suddenly, beep, 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 it's the pager. And they're calling about a patient you're caring for. It's an older gentleman. He's got dementia. He's always confused, but he's even more confused now. And he's got a fever. And the nurse says, "What do you want me to do, doctor?" And with every ounce of your being, you want to say, draw some blood cultures, get a urinalysis, x-ray, draw a few labs here and there, maybe start some antibiotics. That'll get things moving for a couple hours. The day team will come on at 6 a.m. and take over. Things will be fine. And then you can go back to sleep. And then you get up and you go see the patient. That's what doctors do. When you can't help yourself to do what's good for the patient, when no one's watching, the patient would have known, the nurse would have been okay with things, but no one's watching, that's the day you truly become a doctor. So you will all have that experience. I look forward to that happening to you, but let's celebrate today. And this is a wonderful day here. I did want to just kind of leave is as much as we're celebrating these students today and their achievements, again, they have chosen a profession of service. It's a profession of serving their fellow human beings, those who come to them for care and for counsel, those who are suffering. They have chosen for service, so it's not about them anymore, it's about those that they serve. And so as we celebrate all these students in this milestone, we're celebrating the tens, the hundreds of thousands of patients who will have a doctor because the people right here, right now on this stage in just a few years. That's what we're celebrating. This is your white coat ceremony, so we'll say yay you today, and congratulations on hearkening to this calling. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Griffith, for your inspiring message and for your overall commitment to medical education. To move to the next portion of the ceremony, I want to welcome Dr. Wendy Jackson. Dr. Jackson is our Associate Dean of Admissions, and she is also a professor in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Dr. Jackson.
It is now time to introduce the University of Kentucky College of Medicine Class of 2030. Each member of the class will be called to the stage to receive their white coat and humanism pin. These items are symbols and will become their cloak of compassion. When wearing them, these future physicians will be reminded of both their profession and the tenets it embodies that will guide them throughout their careers. To provide compassionate care to all, to hold the trust that their patients bestow with reverence, to respect their colleagues and all professionals that are vital to the care of their patients, to become a lifelong learner, and perhaps, not least, to understand their own limitations and to be able to ask for help when caring for their patients or themselves, remembering that physicians too are human. We will present the white coat and humanism pin to our students based on their assigned learning community. The UK College of Medicine utilizes learning communities or houses to foster a sense of community among students and faculty, to develop them into who they are personally and professionally, and to provide academic advising and career exploration as well as planning. Each house has designated faculty to whom students will develop a longitudinal relationship across their journey through medical school. These faculty will serve students within their houses as mentors, advisors, and coaches. Today, house faculty leadership have joined us to coat these new medical students as an outward sign of welcoming them into the profession. As a nod to our Commonwealth and its rich history, our houses are named after types of horses. First, I will introduce our Clydesdale, Frisian, and Haflinger houses, followed by Dr. Chris Lakes, our Associate Dean for Student Affairs, who will introduce our Mustang, Pasofino, and Thoroughbred houses. I would like to invite Dr. Todd Cheever to the stage, who will be coating the students in the Clydesdale House. The Clydesdale House includes students from the Rural Physician Leadership Program. These students will spend the first 2 years of medical school here at the Lexington campus and spend their last 2 years completing their clinical training in Moorhead. RPLP students are joined in the Clydesdale House by fellow students from the Lexington campus. Madeline Angel. Madeline received a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Medical Biotechnology from the University of Kentucky. Hayden Arnold. Hayden received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Samantha Bailey. Samantha received a Bachelor of Science in Pre-Medical Studies from the University of Dayton. Braden Clevenger. Braden received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences area from Moorhead State University. Taha Elfera. Taha received a Bachelor of Science in Medical Sciences from the University of Cincinnati. Lacey Gordon. Lacey received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Cody Hall. Cody received a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science and Human Performance from Union College and a Master of Science in Kinesiology from Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Cameron Hainby. Cameron received a Bachelor of Science in Molecular and Cellular Biology from Harvard University. Rebecca Lee. Rebecca received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Julia Magsom. Julia received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science from Georgetown College. Ode Mashney. Ode received a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Exercise Science from the University of Kentucky. Madeline Maston. Madeline received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Jacob Miller. Jacob received a Bachelor of Science in Biosystems Engineering from the University of Kentucky. Nathan Quach. Nathan received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Hannah Riley. Hannah received a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of Kentucky. Haley Rogers. Haley received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Candace Schlaubaugh. Candace received a Bachelor of Arts in Chinese and a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from Western Kentucky University. Michael Smith. Michael received a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology from Centre College. Rebecca Spradlin. Rebecca received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Natalie Stewart. Natalie received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Indiana University Southeast. Ariana Trabacchino. Ariana received a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from Boston College, followed by a Master of Science in Biomolecular Science from Lipscomb University. Joshua Zambrano Arnold. Joshua received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Now I would like to invite Drs. Christopher Simmons and Julia Springate Smalding to the stage, who will be coding the students in the Frisian House. Diana Abugalevia. Diana received a Bachelor of Science in Integrative Science from Penn State University Park. Fatima Alamar. Fatima received a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Evan Brockman. Evan received a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Kentucky. Renee Chua. Renee received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Health Sciences from Purdue University main campus. Tatum Colvin. Tatum received a Bachelor of Science in Behavioral Neuroscience from Centre College. Kennedy Cox. Kennedy received a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of Kentucky. Caroline Devine. Caroline received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Noor Iqal. Noor received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Jacob Fico. Jacob received a Bachelor of Science in Physiology from Hanover College. Andrew Gaines. Andrew received a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology from the University of Kentucky. Sarah Johnson. Sarah received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Selena Naya Cassis. Selena received a Bachelor of Science in Nutrition from the University of Kentucky. Julia King. Julia received a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Medical Biotechnology from the University of Kentucky. Hannah Laney. Hannah received a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics from the University of Kentucky. Ethan Lawhorn. Ethan received a Bachelor of Arts in Biology from Transylvania University. Meet Patel. Meet received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science from Troy University and a Doctor of Philosophy in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Betsy Phillips. Betsy received a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Physiology from Florida State University. Avery Pyle. Avery received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Matthew Sanders. Matthew received a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Medical Biotechnology from the University of Kentucky. Lily Schroeder. Lily received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Hayden Skaggs. Hayden received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Louisville. Stephen Smith. Stephen received a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Exercise Science from the University of Kentucky. Dylan Street. Dylan received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Kushi Arora. Kushi received a Bachelor in Public Health from the University of Kentucky. I would now like to invite Drs. Patrick Grace and Tanner Rapella to the stage, who will be coding the students in the Haplinger House. Nasri Atala. Nasri received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Jacob Blevins. Jacob received a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Biomedical Area from Morehead State University. Callista Bradley. Callista received a Bachelor of Arts in Biochemistry from Transylvania University. Ethan Fernandez. Ethan received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Ariel Fox. Ariel received a Bachelor of Science in Biology Pre-Professional from the University of Kentucky. Tanisha Garg. Tanisha received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Amar Hamad. Amar received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Audrey Harper. Audrey received a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering from the University of Kentucky. William Hawkins. William received a Bachelor of Science in Psychobiology from Centre College. Anna Hayden. Anna received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Louisville. Faith Lyman. Faith received a Bachelor of Arts in Biology and Pre-Medical Studies from Miami University. Parker May. Parker received a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Jack McArdle. Jack received a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology from the University of Kentucky. Margaret Maloney. Margaret received a Bachelor of Science in Spanish and a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Furman University. Leah Mullen. Leah received a Bachelor of Science in Biosystems Engineering from the University of Kentucky. Renee Nosco. Renee received a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from the University of Maryland, College Park. Caleb Positek. Caleb received a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and a Bachelor of Arts in Language and International Studies from Georgetown College. Parker Presley. Parker received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Haven Gabrielle Romero. Haven Gabrielle received a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and a Bachelor of Arts in Biology from the University of Louisville. Olivia Spencer. Olivia received a Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science Pre-Medicine from the University of Cincinnati. Caroline Strasser. Caroline received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Lee University. Jake Walters. Jake received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from Washington and Lee University. I would now like to welcome Dr. Chris Lakes to the podium to introduce Mustang, Pasofino, and Thoroughbred students.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson. I would now like to invite Dr. Krista Perry and Dr. Jared Zoomer to the stage, who will be coding the students from the Mustang House. Stephanie Bailey. Stephanie received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Tripp Branch. Tripp received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Centre College. Mallory Brown. Mallory received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Natalie Bowie. Natalie received a Bachelor of Science in Public Health from the University of Louisville. Hayden Burgess. Hayden received a Bachelor of Science in Human Nutrition from the University of Kentucky. Kelly Chisholm. Kelly received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Aiden Hassan. Aiden received a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from the University of South Florida. Hayden Hooray. Hayden received a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of Kentucky. Elizabeth Hausman. Elizabeth received a Bachelor of Arts in Molecular and Cellular Biology from Harvard University and a Master of Social Work from the University of Kentucky. Ahmad Iqbal. Ahmad received a Bachelor of Science in Neurosciences from the University of Kentucky. Seth John. Seth received a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the University of Kentucky and a Master of Science in Medical Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Abby Johnson. Abby received a Bachelor of Science in Nutrition from the University of Kentucky. Andrew Klein. Andrew received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Emily Lancaster. Emily received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Alexander McCord. Alexander received a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology from the University of Kentucky. Claire Moore. Claire received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Rhea Manolamath. Rhea received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Samantha Paget. Samantha received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Luke Preston. Luke received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Ethan Roberts. Ethan received a Bachelor of Science in General Engineering from the University of Mississippi. Tamana Sanjnahi. Tamana received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Lindsay Sargent. Lindsay received a Bachelor of Arts in Biochemistry from Transylvania University. Aaron Stratton. Aaron received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Emily Xiao. Emily received a Bachelor of Arts in Biophysics and a Bachelor of Science in English from Wake Forest University. Now I would like to invite Drs. Anna Marie South and Taylor Kulik to the stage, who will be coding the students from the Paso Fino House. Isabella Bates. Isabella received a Bachelor of Arts in Biology, Molecular and Cellular track from Transylvania University. Samuel Boffman. Samuel received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science from Morehead State University. Abigail Bodner. Abigail received a Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science from Eastern Kentucky University. Dominic Carley. Dominic received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Alabama. Sarah Clark. Sarah received a Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry from St. Olaf College. Sonia Dronowat. Sonia received a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology from Rose Holdman Institute of Technology, followed by a Master of Science in Socio-Medical Sciences from Columbia University. Emma Faluji. Emma received a Bachelor of Arts in Public Health Studies from Johns Hopkins University. Heath Gambrell. Heath received a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Lincoln Memorial University and a Master of Science in Nursing from the University of St. Francis. Raven Gardner. Raven received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Western Kentucky University. Jonah Gibson. Jonah received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences area and a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from Morehead State University. Joshua Heitkempner. Joshua received a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of Alabama. Campbell Johnson. Campbell received a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from Eastern Kentucky University. Carissa Lewis. Carissa received a Bachelor of Science in Microbiology from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Isaiah McKenzie. Isaiah received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science from Northwest Missouri State University. Jackson Miller. Jackson received a Bachelor in Biology from the University of South Alabama. Heidi Murray. Heidi received a Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry from Princeton University and a Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical Biology from Harvard University. Madison Payne. Madison received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Jet Peterson. Jet received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Alabama. Elizabeth Pickford. Elizabeth received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Virginia Military Institute and a Master of Science in Molecular Microbiology from San Jose State University. Dev Ramaya. Dev received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Charles Alex Seabury. Alex received a Bachelor of Arts in Biology from the University of Virginia. Savannah Shepard. Savannah received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science from Georgetown College. Nim Singh. Nim received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Louisville. Isabel Stumpf. Isabel received a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology from Centre College. Grace Walker. Grace received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Centre College. Helena Weiss. Helena received a Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science from the University of Kentucky. Braden Wirtz. Braden received a Bachelor of Science in Health and Exercise Science from Wake Forest University. Next, I would like to invite to the stage Dr. LaTanya Pleasant, who will be coding the students from the Thoroughbred House. Badair Al-Alwani. Badair received a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of Kentucky. Catherine Bencini. Catherine received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Noor Christie. Noor received a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from the University of Kentucky. Grace Klutz. Grace received a Bachelor of Science in Pre-Medical Biology from Murray State University. Joseph Douglas. Joseph received a Bachelor of Music and a Bachelor of Music Education from the University of Kentucky, followed by a Master of Arts in Music from Columbus State University. Kristen Drummond. Kristen received a Bachelor of Science in Medical Science from the University of Cincinnati. Kendall Duncan. Kendall received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. David Emeka Ibe. David received a Bachelor of Arts in Biology from Berea College. Jonathan Galloway. Jonathan received a Bachelor of Science in Psychology and a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Kentucky. Autumn Glass. Autumn received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Benjamin Luke Iden. Benjamin received a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Thomas More University. Anna Kleist. Anna received a Bachelor of Arts in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Elizabeth Knoop. Elizabeth received a Bachelor of Arts in Biochemistry and a Bachelor of Arts in Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology from Hanover College. Sydney Rose. Sydney received a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from the University of South Carolina, Columbia. Lindsay Sander. Lindsay received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Western Kentucky University. Gabriella Sandoval Faber. Gabriella received a Bachelor of Science in Psychology and a Bachelor of Arts in Foreign Language from the University of Florida. Syed Faiz Shah. Faiz received a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering from the University of Kentucky. Patrick Sheehan. Patrick received a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from West Virginia University. Emily Simpson. Emily received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Kentucky. Dakota Tompkins. Dakota received a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Western Kentucky University. Gregory Varney. Gregory received a Bachelor of Science in Human Health Sciences from the University of Kentucky. Joseph Zabik. Joseph received a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering from the University of Kentucky. Thank you for our faculty for participation today, and congratulations to all of our newly white-coated students. Give them a nice round of applause. I'll now turn the program back over to Dr. White.
Such a great moment to see all of them in their coats and ready to go. So it's with great pride that I present the class of 2030 to you, our new students. If you are able to be recognized again, please go ahead and stand. Go ahead. Congratulations one more time. dedicated to helping students throughout their 4 years of medical school. These are the student leaders from those learning communities, and they will lead us today in reciting the pledge.
I do solemnly promise to uphold the following pledge as I enter my chosen profession, to conduct myself in an honest and courteous way as a socially responsible citizen of my class, our college, our community, our nation, and our world, to develop and nurture habits of lifelong learning and maintain current knowledge and expertise, to do my utmost to foster the success of my colleagues and earn the respect of my peers, my faculty, and my patients, to relate to my peers, faculty, patients, and their families with truthfulness and respect, to choose my role models carefully and strive to become an inspirational role model for future generations, to hold sacred privileged information from both patients and colleagues and honor their trust by preserving confidentiality, to accept inconveniences and endure unavoidable personal risk in order to further my education and meet the needs of my patients, to advocate for care regardless of ability to pay, to value the quality of life, and to cherish the privilege of trust granted to me by patients and their families, and to always serve the best interests of our patients.
All right, students, you may be seated. Thank you and congratulations. And before we close, we've talked about this community of support that your students, our students, will have throughout their 4 years. And the road ahead will be windy, but very, very fast. And so as we close, I want to welcome one of our alums, Dr. Spencer Larkin, because soon your students up here will be alum of the College of Medicine, and we'll be celebrating with them at graduation. But today, Dr. Larkin is a proud UK faculty member and serves as an assistant professor of urology. He's also a urologist at the VA Medical Center. He went to medical school here and then completed his residency in urology here at UK. And he's with us today representing the UK College of Medicine alumni community. Welcome, Dr. Larkin, to the stage.
You all get to see me live out one of my long-standing life fears of following a Chipper Griffith speech, so this should be fun. I am thankful and I'm honored to be with you all on this day of celebration as the folks behind me start their career in medicine. Thank you to Dean Griffith and the rest of the fantastic folks in the College of Medicine for allowing me to serve as the alumni speaker today. Growing up in rural Barron County on a tobacco and cattle farm, I didn't think I'd even get into medical school. My white coat ceremony, which happened to be 15 years ago today somehow, I was sitting in one of those seats, and certainly my wildest dreams did not include speaking in front of you all. Reflecting on that day, I certainly remember the excitement, the nerves, and truth be told, the insecurities of sharing a stage with classmates whose resumes all seemed a lot more impressive than my own. But if you're here today and you just put on a white coat for the first time, you have what it takes to excel, and you're going to be fine. My wildest dreams also didn't include meeting my wife in the library, but I guess that's where med students are supposed to meet one another. Matching into a specialty I had no idea existed on day one of medical school, having the opportunity to practice in the Commonwealth of Kentucky that I love so much, or getting to be dad to two of the coolest kids on the planet who are sitting over there today. So a lot can and will happen to you all in the next 15 years. You're fortunate to be in an institution that will support you, and it is a place that will allow you access to learn from and care for a grateful patient population, a population that is in great need. And today should be all about excitement, and so I do want to be one of the first of many to welcome you into the field of medicine. I think to an outsider, medical school sounds pretty awful. There are late nights, difficult exams, the anxiety surrounding finding and matching into a specialty that you view as your calling. All in all, it's a decade or so before you're practicing on your own, and it's a grind. I would like to challenge you to embrace that grind. I think that if you view medical school as an opportunity rather than a burden, these will be 4 of the best years of your life. Your daily checklist is going to expand month by month, and I think it becomes easy, if not second nature, to look at what you have to do, but try to the best of your ability to retitle that list of what you get to do. Because 4 years where your job is to learn and understand the human body is a special privilege, and even more special is the connection between evidence-based care and compassion you'll bring to fellow humans. On many occasions, you'll be the final bridge between cold, hard science and a world of limitless information and the art of caring for individuals on or near their worst day. We know the world isn't short on information, but it sure seems to be short on caring. Please make sure you always care. Good luck and welcome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Dr. Larkin. I hope that 15 years from now, when you get an email from us asking you to come inspire the next generation of physicians, that you answer the call just like Dr. Larkin's. And hopefully you're one of our faculty members, and so that will be easy for you. Today, you've heard that medicine is more than a career, it's a calling. You've heard that patients will become some of your greatest teachers, and that the journey is not simply about what you have to do, but what you get to do. And as you leave here today wearing your white coat for the first time, you may have tried it on beforehand, but now it's officially yours and you can wear it around. I hope that you carry with you this sense of gratitude, purpose, and excitement for the journey ahead. We are honored to welcome you into this profession and proud to be on this journey with you. Enjoy these moments, because when we're back together in 4 short years at graduation, you'll realize how fast time really does fly. So thank you for all of you that joined us today for our white coat ceremony celebrating the class of 2030. We'll have the students recess first, followed by faculty, and then family and guests can exit once the recessional is over. We invite everyone to join us out in the lobby for a reception as we continue celebrating our students. And students, you will head outside to take your class photo, and then you'll be joining family and friends. So give us a few minutes so we can commemorate these moments with your students, and then we'll send them right back to you to start celebrating. Once again, welcome and congratulations, class of 2030.